Unfortunately, I did not get to go to VidCon because I had never heard about it until now. Wish I had gone. But Anita Sarkeesian basically went total bitch on Sargon of Akkad. And instead of, realizing, yes, I'm sorry, I was being a bitch, I let my period-inspired anger get the better of me. I'm sorry. No, she's like, no, I had every right to be that way. He's a dick. He criticizes me in my videos, so he's a harasser. To kick off the women online panel at VidCon last Thursday, the moderator posed a question: Why do we still have to talk about the harassment of women? I replied, because I think one of my biggest harassers is sitting right in front row. He showed up with several others. Together, his group took up the 2 front rows at the panel. Their presence was plainly not, as one of them said in an apology video he posted to Twitter, to give us a chance we never give them, and to hear us out, but instead to intimidate me and put me on edge. Are you serious? No, these people did not go to VidCon just to intimidate you, and simply sitting in the front row shouldn't intimidate you. You're the weak link if you are intimidated by someone sitting in front of you. They will no doubt plead innocent and act shocked at what they characterize as the outrageousness of such allegations. This too is part of their strategy, gaslighting, acting in a way intended to encourage me and other targets to doubt ourselves and wonder if all of this isn't just in our heads. Let me tell you, it is in your heads. No one is targeting you. I might have said get fucked to her on Twitter, but that's not harassment, that's just me expressing my anger. But to anyone who examines their patterns of behavior with clear eyes, the intentions of their actions are undeniably apparent. And what were those intentions? There's Andy Worski, Sargon of Akkad, Chris Worski, and a whole bunch of other fuckers, I don't know. Carl is a man who literally profits from harassing me and other women. By harassing, you mean debunking your bullshit? He makes over $5,000 a month on Patreon for creating YouTube videos that mock, insult, and discredit myself and other women online. He's not alone. He might mock, insult, and discredit you justifiably, because you are a piece of shit scumbag. He is one of several YouTubers who profit from the cottage industry of online harassment and anti-feminism. Anti-feminism maybe, but online harassment, just because people like me, Sargon and Andy Worski, criticize your videos and debunk them, doesn't make it harassment. It's like she thinks only I can make videos like this. They can't. Together, these people have millions of followers who are regularly encouraged by the videos and tweets of these individuals to harass me and other women who makes videos daring to assert the basic humanity of women, people of color, trans folks, members of the other marginalized groups, We're not attacking you for... Well, first of all, we're not attacking you or harassing you for inserting basic humanity of these people. What we're saying is the way you do it is total bullshit. The way you want to attack men and white men. Just the way you want to blame us for everything and look at something and call it sexist even though it's not. Like, us playing video games that deal with terrorism is not racist. It's just dealing with current issues. I mentioned this in the other video, I'm sorry, but that was just... Because of the constant flood of threats and harassment I have received over the past 5 years simply for being a woman who argues for the basic humanity of women in a deeply misogynistic culture. How is Hillary Clinton not getting elected make America a misogynistic culture? But she's... even if Hillary Clinton had won, if she was president today, I bet she still wouldn't be satisfied. Be like, there are people that are insulting President Hillary Clinton. This is misogynist. I went for a very long time rather participating in public conversations. Good. Please, go back to your room, eat a dildo, and shut up. Being a target of cyber mob harassment is a traumatizing experience. I've been harassed online too, and it's not traumatizing. I got cyberbullied in school, but the physical was more traumatic. In fact, whenever I got texts that told me to suck a dick, I just went, okay, asshole, go away. Traumatizing experience. The harassers seek to deny this. We deny it when, it's not true. One of the tactics is to dismiss the idea, saying that everyone online is treated the same. Everyone online gets called names sometimes. It's true. I was recently called a Nazi and a despicable human being. I was once called a Democrat dipshit. And also yesterday I was called a typical Democrat. In fact, there's simply no comparison between being occasionally mocked or insulted online as a male anti-feminist. You occupy a position of power. But I will not explain how Sargon of Akkad has a position of power, because if I tried, I would have no shit. I would have no way to explain it, and therefore I'd look like a fucking idiot. In an overwhelmingly sexist patriarchal culture. She never explains how we are not. If you want to go live in a sexist patriarchal society culture, go to Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Russia, maybe Japan. There is some sort of patriarchy in Japan, but not as bad as the Middle East and Russia. And being a woman who seems never-ending torrent of abuse will fight tooth and nail to create an online culture that is less misogynistic and more equitable. First of all, you put yourself on the internet, therefore you're going to get harassment, and you don't fight for shit. You fight for entitlement, for just empowerment. And our culture is not as misogynistic as you think. You're not fighting for shit. Our soldiers out there are fighting tooth and nail so you can have the right to spew your shit. That is itself an act of harassment and intimidation. However, despite the torrent of harassment, I recently made a conscious decision to participate more regularly in panels and conversations at public events, because I wanted to engage. Sorry, I had gas. With people who show up in good faith to listen to our ideas. But let me make something clear. When you have a history of harassing someone for years and show up at the front row in a panel with a camera and entourage, that is not an act of good faith, to put it mildly. They didn't come there, with cameras. They came there to hear people speak, and shit like that. Ugh. They didn't bring cameras. I mean, yeah, some people brought cameras, but Sargon didn't. That itself an act of harassment and intimidation. He and his companions were doing this not just to me, but to other women as well. Women like Kat Black and Francisca Ramsey. Well, y'all kind of deserve it, because all three of you women are total idiots. So that we are all aware that at VidCon that this man who harassed us, whose hundreds of followers have attacked us online for years, here watching us. No, that's not why they were there. They were just here to hear opinions. It's a deliberate act to create an environment that feels hostile, to communicate to us that if and when we dare to show up in public to express ideas we express online, the rest will fall into the physical world as well. No one takes the effort to harass people like you. You're not worth it. You are loser piece of shit scumbag. Now that he and his followers are acting as if me publicly calling him garbage human is equivalent to what he has done to me, what you did was kind of worse. He just called you out on your bullshit. Any video that had you in it, he basically saying, I call bullshit. In truth, he and his followers cannot begin to imagine what's like that. Have to constantly beg for and fight for your basic humanity and culture that fundamentally refuses to acknowledge it. We do acknowledge a woman's humanity. We just don't acknowledge yours because you are a total piece of shit scumbag. He cannot imagine what it is. I think she meant to say what it is like to spend years and years being the target floods of harassment and hate, and then to still go out there and keep fighting. The companion of his who made the apology via reference earlier has also tweeted women are powerful and enough to deal with things like work harassment or rape. They are powerful. Women are powerful to deal with things like that. It's not like, I mean, yeah, rape is a horrible thing, but women can get through it. And workplace harassment, I've been harassed at work. I mean, I'm unemployed, but I have had jobs. And I got through it. As if power is in accepting a culture in which women are second-class citizens. No, they're not. They are second-class citizens in the Middle East. Go there and you'll think, America is the greatest. In which misogyny and workplace harassment and rape are the norm. No, they are not. Rape is illegal. Workplace harassment is illegal. You know, you harass someone at work, you could get sent home or fired. And rape, you can go to prison for that. And the mere accusation of accusing a man of rape, whether false or not, can ruin a man's life. Fuck that. I'll never settle for that. You're damn right powerful. Bitch. You are a bitch. After everything I put through by calling another man like him, I'm powerful enough to go out there and try to change it. Ugh. If I ever meet this woman, I am going to smack this bitch. So, anyway. I am become death, destroyer of feminism, kneel before Zod.